Morning guys, May 30th, 2023. This one here I got a call from a customer. I guess I worked for him before, and his hot water heater let go over the weekend, and I guess I told him that it was on borrowed time and he should change it. He never changed it, and he's calling me. He says I was right. So thing let loose, and he shut it off, and I told him, well, I'll go there Tuesday morning because it's a holiday weekend, and I'm going over there first thing. I called him. He still needs me to do it. I'm gonna go there and drain it and go get another tank, swap it out for him. And he's got electric water, gas-fired water heaters. They're usually good for like 12, 14 years. Anything over 12, 14 years, you're on borrowed time with them. Unless you start changing the anoid rods all the time, and that gets expensive, You tell people just let them go, and after 12, 14 years you need another tank. That's usually, you want to change the anoid rod every 3-4 years. You might get some more time out of it, but it's going to cost you money to do that too. So, is it worth it? Well, maybe if you could do the work yourself, might be worth it. If not, probably not. Just let it ride, and
turn right on Rockdale Avenue.
when it starts leaking, you give it how you doing? Change it out. We'll try to get you some shots over there. Me and Miss Molly we're working again, y'all. Oh yeah, Miss Molly, you love working, Miss Molly. You love working. We've been walking. We've been going for walks every day. Me and Miss Molly going for 3-mile walks every day. Huh, Molly? You love walking. As long as it's not too hot, I'll take her. Gotta be below 70 degrees. I'll take her for a walk. She likes going for little walks. As long as it's not too hot, Molly. It's not too hot. We'll go for walks. I gotta check you for bugs, check you for ticks and stuff when we get back. Yeah, they love hanging on to Miss Molly. The little ticks love hanging on to Miss Molly. Yeah, but I can see them because you're white. They show right up, Miss Molly. Yeah, they can't hide from you. Yeah. So you got it off, and you shut it off there. I guess I did do it, huh?
Yeah, you didn't have it.
Right.
March 22nd.
Yeah, so that's.
I just talked to you a year ago, and you said it's going to be $1,100. Wow.
Well, no, not anymore. Not anymore.
No.
Alright, so today's 5/30/23. Alright, so that's 15 years. That's 15 years out of the heater. That's a good run. I always say 12 to 14. It's in a spot that it can get damaged, like on the other side. I recommend you doing it earlier before it lets loose. Make a cut up here. Make a cut here on this with the grinder. I'm going to try to try to pop that off if we can. I think I gotta change this anyway. I don't think that one's lead free. Rocket science. I need to take all the brass off the heater so I can save it for my trash. Yeehaw. It's 4-inch. So I'll try popping that off with a torch. I could reuse it. I'm gonna reuse this. If we can. Check valves in here. Water can only go one way. It can't come the other way. Well, they get stuck in there sometimes. Check valve, what kind of broke apart, but can reuse that. That's fine. The union. I put this heater in. I could pull this off of here, maybe. I might be able to. Almost. Ain't rocket science. I'm gonna get the other tank out here and get the old swapperoo. I stand my water heater straight up and I use this strap hanger, right? Hook it right to here so it don't tip over, and so when I'm driving it don't tip. It goes from the top down to the bottom here and it'll stop it from tipping. My cart right here, I'll just get it down off the truck and put it on the cart and strap it one of the pull ties, one of the electrical motorcycle straps on the cart. It'll be good. Put it on the cart and I strap the strap on there and it holds it so I could bring it up and down the stairs with it strapped. That's how I do it. Then when I get downstairs I'll put the old tank on there and come out with it. Alright, I got the old one back out. I'll just unscrew this. And I can put it in the truck, lay it flat in there, take it home, put it in my scrap trailer. I'll go right in there, and I'll go right in there like that. And I got room for the hood. And I'll go right in there. Yeehaw! I'm gonna put this down because it's all wet here. The other one leaking. I'll do that, hook that up first, I guess. I just use regular pipe dope. Just regular pipe dope. Might have to move it over a little bit, I'm not sure. There. A little on the long side, but might be okay. Ain't rocket science. Ain't rocket science, well. I gotta check down here for a seal detector, make sure I got one, or I gotta add one. Turn the gas on. We ain't gonna light it yet, but I'm gonna turn the gas on. Couple of couplings. Tank T, 1/2 inch. No, lead free. And some more quality here. Put a little soldering on a piece of copper. Nothing but quality here, man. Where's the Pro Press when you need one? Real plumbers use a torch. That's what I say. That's what I say. Real plumbers use a torch. Pro Press is fine, I guess, if you're gonna be in commercial buildings. You don't need it in a house. You don't need it in a house. Commercial, maybe. Not in a house. That's fine. This has got lead in it. It's not lead free. This is supposedly lead free, or less lead code now. So I want to do it up to code. You can see these are check valves in there. I'm gonna leave them in there. Do both. Teflon tape and pipe dope so it don't leak. You don't want these fittings to leak. You don't want them to leak. Take your rag and just set it. Vacuum breaker. I need it in my state. Any tank has to have a vacuum breaker. A little Smurf jism on there. A little Smurf jism. You want to make sure you tighten these up really good. You don't want any leakers. You don't want any leakers. Very important. Really crank up on these tight. They don't leak. Look at that shit. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. sure these are tight. I don't want to leak us. I'd rather have it really tight than loose. Vacuum breaker is in case there's a fire in the street and they hook the pump trucks up to the water meter. There's no check valves, so you could. There's no check valves on the water meter, so you could pull a vacuum in the house and collapse the tank. That's what that's for. That's what the vacuum breaker's for. That's the only reason it's for. If you have a check valve on your water meter, you probably wouldn't need that because the water's not going to go back in the street. Around here there's no check valves on the water meters. Double check. So you don't need an expansion tank, but you need a vacuum breaker because the water expands. It'll just expand back into the water main. If you have a water meter with a check valve, then you need a tank, expansion tank, because it'll build pressure. A lot of people don't know that, but that's the fact. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. Rocket science. Right, I should be able to fill it now. We can do the rest. I think I might have to cut the riser a little bit on this thing, I'm not sure. Let's see. Look at that shit. Yeehaw. A couple of screws in it. He's got a couple of screws loose, Mama. That's the relief valve. Just in case the relief valve blows, it blows on the floor. Alright, I don't see any leaks. Alright, so it's on. I'm going to turn this to pilot. I can hold this in for a bit. Then we hit that clicker. You got to hold it in a bit because it's got to get the air out. Usually you could hear it light. And then when this flashes green, we're good to go. Got to hold it in for a little bit because there's all air in this line. And down on the pilot's all air. Got to push it out. Usually I could hear it when it's lights. There, it just lit. I just heard it light. Wait for this to blink green and we're good to go. It's got to heat up. It's a millivolt. There it goes. Alright, now we can turn it on and turn it to hot. Should be a lot of air in there. Doesn't seem like a lot of air, unless he's got something open upstairs. Don't want no floods, right? You retired now?
I'm still at...
Okay. There's a lot more than a year ago. I gave you a price in that tank, more like 4 or 5. Because COVID's been a couple of years ago, and I haven't been here since COVID.
I still have it.
What's the date?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's no date on it. It was probably a while ago. Oh. Anyway, let me get this thing straightened out. I'll clean that aerator out for you, make sure it works in the bathroom. It's probably full of stuff. You got a bathroom upstairs too? No?
No.
This one's supposed to be fine. Alright, no leaks. That's what we want. We don't want any leaks. This can come down to here.